are at number 70, website purchasing, or flipping websites, if you like. Buying a website, hopefully increasing traffic to it, revenue, and then being able to sell it. But you may not want to sell it. You may just want to hang on to it because some of them earn money. The website I refer to is Flipper. So let's have a look. So Flipper is not just websites. It's just a single domain by itself. If you're into like launch jacking, where you can see upcoming offers, and you know what's coming out in the future, a domain is something you may want to purchase, and then you'll have a for sale, and then when somebody comes onto it, they'll see, and it relates to their product, and they may buy that off you. So if you buy it very cheap, you can often make money that way. That's just domain by itself, no website. But if you have a knack for picking trends upcoming, and you come up with a catchy name, and then it should be something easy to flip. But I'll touch on domains later on down the track. This is purely just a website one I want to have a look at. But so you know, this website here, they also do apps. Being able to buy an app and then monetize it, sell it, add it in with your offer, depending on what your offer is, what your business is. There might be an app that goes in hand. Anything to do with gaming and stuff like that. But with businesses, apps are those things that are a bit out of the box. But if you had something to do with music, you might have a make music app or something like that. That'll go really well hand in hand with your business. So you can buy those from here as well, which is cool. Let's check out the websites, because this is a really good idea, and this is something I wouldn't mind diving into much deeper at a later date. Let's just have a look at some established sites to see if what I would be most interested in is sites that are already monetized and making money, be it ad revenue or affiliate offers or whatever. Let's just have a look here. So you can sort these ones, but I'm just going to go through as they are. So they're usually a bid sort of style system that are on bidding for about a month. And sometimes they have a buy it now price. So just looking at this first one, so it's an e-commerce store, and they're turning over $988 a month. That's probably just turnover. That's not profit. But if you can pick it up for $2,000 or $3,000, you'd make your money back pretty quick on that one. $16,000 a month for dropship and e-commerce. And at the moment, the biddings, it's only got 13 hours to go, and the bidding's up to $3,000. And that's kind of a no-brainer. But you don't want to dive straight into spending thousands of dollars. I would start with something fairly small if you wanted to get your feet wet with this one. A $350 beard store. Dropship e-commerce turning over $200 a month for $250. Buy it now for $900. Again, you make your money back pretty quick on those. Remember, you do have to host them, and then change it up, change out your affiliate links and stuff. So there's a bit of work involved. It's not just buy and earn. And then drawing traffic to it, that's your biggest thing, is being able to get traffic to it. So how are you going to do that? You're going to do paid ads. You're going to put blog value, any ads, whatever. Some of these are a bit bigger. Furry tips. So about 10 months to a year for something to pay back is pretty standard, pretty reasonable. Something's turning over 300, then they'll sell it for about the $3,000 mark. That's about right. So this is Amazon affiliate products, obviously, and add sales. Furry tips. Let's have a look at this and see what it looks like. So it's obviously pet niche. Let's have a look. Could be grooming or something. Hair grooming. Let's have a look. See. Got a busy site. These are obviously the blog posts. Yeah. Everything to do with cats, dogs, and other. So it's not just cats and dogs. Plenty of info on there. It's got ads on here. So it's Google Ads. Let's have a look at the front page. It's just a blog site. Amazon. Let's find something about product. Dog food and stuff like that. Wonder if it'll link through to dog food. Yeah, so you get ads in a couple of spots here. Pictures are probably stock standard photos. What do we got here? Oh yeah, so plenty of options. That's not bad. So it reviews several options of the same thing. And then no matter which one is chosen, if somebody clicks through any of those and buys, then you'll make a commission there. Pretty heavy on the ads. Got here, here, and here. And here. Pretty heavy on the ad review, but there's obviously lots of info about dogs. And then goes into each review. Yeah. And then whichever one they click on, it'll go through. And there it is, affiliate commission. So it's pretty easy to put something like that together. You do need the information, and you can't just copy and paste it. If you just went onto each of these products and just copy and paste, then Google will never pick up your site. So to buy one that's ready-made and already receiving traffic is pretty good. $3,000. All right, let's look for something a bit cheaper, shall we? Let's look for a good starter point. Let's have a look at the lowest price and just see what the real cheapies have to offer. So they're starting a price, for 31 days. So that's the maximum. Start at $1 and see where it goes. Let's find one that's not too far to go. Ending soonest. An hour to go. $250 and it turns over. So confidential. Yeah, so I mean that won't. Something will happen there. They won't sell that for $250. Where it's based as well. If it's based in the United States compared to India or Middle East, that gives it a lot of authority as well. Maybe they don't tell us what they want. It's home and garden, turning over $1,800 a month. Here we go. Little $200 jobby. It's got no bids. It's only got less than a day to go, and it's already turning over $50 a month. You make your money back in 4 months if you do nothing to it. That's not a bad little thing. Let's have a look at that. The Wild Alpha, see what it's about. So they're obviously drop shipping something, and it is an e-commerce store. Let's just have a look at it. And ask yourself, hey, how can you increase revenue on this? Maybe it's not running ads as it is, and you can add your own AdSense info into it. Okay, so it's sort of Indian style, clothing and trinkets and things like that. And they probably drop ship this stuff from AliExpress. So there's no ads running. I'm not seeing too many sort of new blogs. Whenever you have a site like this, if you have a blog that's being updated, Google will pick up that it's constantly being updated and push you up the rankings rather than just having a static site. So if you could add a blog in, add some ad revenue. The product looks pretty good. People love this stuff. You could run some simple ads to this to make revenue that way. Wolf and Moon blanket. I wonder where it comes from. 7 to 10 days, so it's probably straight from China. So that's that one. I can't get in. I just tried to get in to AliExpress. You need to set up an account just to even look. But I dare say that's where it's coming from. Let's keep going here. That's the dog food one. What else we got here? Some of these domain names are a bit obscure. So if you can find one that's fairly straightforward and try and stick to the .coms as opposed to the .nets, they tend to get more traffic. But if it's got no subscription sites, if it's got no trouble getting traffic, then so be it. Subscription sites are good because you get recurring revenue. There you go, there's your 10% rule, $3,800 a month, about $35,000 just in ad sales. Wow. Must be getting a lot of traffic to that. It's a good price for that much revenue just in ad sales. Shih Tzu Buzz. Dog lovers, obviously. Lawsuing, $2 for a nothing site. That's a bit ambitious. So if you do click on it, it doesn't go through to the website. It gives you like an overview page. And you need to sign in, and it'll tell you how much traffic and things like that is. If you do sign in, set up an account on this page, on the Flipper page. So it'll give you a lot more information. So it's worth checking out. If there is one that you are thinking about it, do a lot of research on it. Do as much research as you can on it. Before you start handing over your hard-earned. Try and find a good web ad, one that's just making money on ads. 175, making $43 a month on ad sales. There's Nav. Looks a bit more professional. Blog pages. You're not, ads aren't thrust into your face, which is good. There must be ads somewhere on here though. It's nice and clean. I like that. So it's obviously getting organic traffic. Reviews could be product reviews, and there might be affiliate products. It's very open. Let's see if we can find out some details. So definitely do your research if you are thinking about doing this. Plenty of free sort of online tools, but a little search will tell you. And if you come across one that has a big spike in the last month, so it had nothing, and then a massive spike in the last month, that's obviously somebody's paid just to make your stats look better. But this one looks like it's been going for a while. Yeah, for the last year, it's had steady traffic. It's not just nothing, and then huge traffic in the last month. Steady traffic going up is good. It means it's getting better and better. That's actually plenty of keywords. Not many backlinks, so you could do a bit of work to it to boost the rankings. Yeah. This looks like it's focused mainly around John here, so it looks like his personal blog site, and he knows quite a lot about, looks like Android app development and stuff like that. So anyway, if that's what you're into, and pretty simple way to, not much outlay to get a reoccurring income, which is really what it's all about. So so have a look through that. Definitely go on to Flipart, have a look, see what really takes your fancy. Do some research. Please do your research. It's up to you to sort of find out all this information before you just hand over your cash. Look at all the terms and conditions, what you have to do. Remember, you're going to have to, once you got it, you've got to take it somewhere and host it. It's not just hosting may not be included in the price, so just check things like that, check all things like that. But definitely worth. I'm going to go through, and at a later date I might do a much more in-depth, or I might even buy one and give you guys a bit of an idea of how I went with it. So I'd just buy a really cheap one and just see what comes of it, because the more sort of passive income you can create, the better it is. So that's that one. That's website purchasing. See how you go. If you want to add that one to your list or do some research on that one, see how you go. But be sure to let us know how you're going with it for sure, and we'll let everyone know. If you are looking at starting your side hustle in 2020, this is definitely the book I recommend to get started. It's by legendary marketer Russell Brunson. You can get a copy of it sent to you. You just need to pay the shipping costs, and we'll send it out. I'll leave a link down below. Be sure to go through and get a copy of that to get started. It's well worth it.